The Big Play Podcast is back. I've been gone for 5 months, and this is episode number 1. And I have a special guest. To me, this is my draft mate, one of my best friends on the team, one of the funniest guys on the team that y'all never knew about because he keeps his mouth closed a little bit. We spend a lot of downtime, man, just talking about sports, life, kids, and everything. That's what we and this guy do. He's my guy that came in with me in the draft, and he's one of my best friends. This is one of the biggest motherfuckers I done been around and the most gifted athletes I done been around. Can I welcome my boy, Lane Johnson? To the NFL world, he's an 11-year vet, first-round draft pick, All-Pro, Pro Bowler, world champion, future Hall of Famer for sure, mine, first ballot at that. My boy Lane Johnson, man, one of the best out there in the world, man. My draft mate, my guy that's been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this at a high level for a long time. 11 years in this game, man. What's up, boy?
Class of 13, baby. We still here.
I'm talking about 2013. We still pushing it, man. There's only but a few of us left right now. There's only a few of us left.
Yeah, no, man. It's been fun. What a life has been. And I think looking back, you just realize how fast time goes by. And yeah, man, I mean, we're going on our 12th year, which is, yes, crazy to say, but been a good 12 years, man. I'm thankful and grateful, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Same for me, myself, man. It's been a great blessing for me as well. Definitely be a part of this. And yeah, man, 12 years in this game alone, man, it beats your body up, man. For us to be playing 12 years, that shows that we take care of our body. We appreciate this game just as much as it appreciate us. So Lane, man, what you been up to this offseason, man?
Man, been training, been seeing the kids, been seeing my dad. So I got a ranch not too far from here. I about to open a gym called Brooks Performance, which is in Guthrie, about 15 minutes from here. So yeah, man, looking forward to training guys. I work with some of the OU linemen, OSU guys in the offseason, but really training, fish. I've been to the Smoky Mountains for a vacation, about to go to Jack Stoll's wedding in Colorado at the end of this week. So that's really the only traveling I've been doing. But, man, you know how it is. I stay in the weight room. My mind's, when I'm not there, I'm still thinking about it. So thinking about my guys.
I already know, man. That's crazy, man. Shout out to my boy Jake Stahl, man, getting married, man. Shout out to my boy, man. He been with us for a couple years too as well. So one of my other things I wanted to ask, man, how did you come about Wrestlemania? How did that preparation happen? Like, how did that go? Because I used to watch wrestling a lot back when I was young. Yeah. A lot big Steve Austin fan. For y'all to do that, do y'all had like the practice, prep for it? Like, how it went about?
Man, it wasn't really any prep work. We kind of. So how it happened, I think Kelce got asked to do it, and I was talking to him as well, and they were like, well, y'all can do something together. But he did we did a week of at Monster Factory, which is like a developmental place for guys to make their transition to WWE, which is like where guys go and try out. So
right,
we did that for a couple of days, learned the ropes, and then, we got to meet Rey Mysterio and Dom, his son. There wasn't really it wasn't a rehearsal. It was you kind of understood, what they were thinking as far as, routine. But my job was not to get hurt. I wasn't about to go in there and do anything too physical. Yeah. So long as I cleared the bench, hop in the ring and didn't mess that up, I was good. But yeah, man, you don't realize how busy they are behind stage. So like as soon as you exit, like Triple H is obviously watching it live, and then you have all these guys getting ready to come out. And just a lot of people, it's just a lot of work behind the scenes, but tough way to make a living, man. They might take more beatings than what we do.
That's what I was going to ask, because the fact that I'm like, do they take a lot of beatings or what it is? Like, but not coming from you, y'all ain't do no rehearsal, no nothing. They just got to be ready.
I tell you what's surprising. So the ropes, they feel like from a distance, they look like they're spongy, but it's a steel cable that's wrapped. And so whenever your back goes against it, it's not like a trampoline. It's like you're going into steel cables. And so you feel that across your back, and you're like, ain't no way. But yeah,
that shit might hurt.
Yeah, it does hurt. Yeah. They do that, and then they know how to work the crowd. They know how to get them on their side, get them away from their side. So they do a good job of keeping everybody buckled in.
I see. Hey, so I see you was at this little country concert, man. Which one that was?
The Zach Bryan concert. So
Oh,
I know you don't know a whole lot of some country music, but he's one of the new rising guys. But he's a big Birds fan. So he grew up a little bit outside of Tulsa, and I think he hated the Cowboys so bad that he got on the Eagles, from early age. So he's a big Birds fan. So yeah,
so who
I
your
got
favorite one?
there. I knew I was going to meet him, but I didn't have any idea that I was going to go on stage and end up singing. So hey, I made sure I got those words right before I got on the mic. But yeah, I was nervous before that because wasn't no rehearsal for that either.
Hey, one thing I can say, man. Hey, we go in and we gets it done. One thing about us, we gets it done because for you not to have no rehearsal with the WrestleMania and the singing on stage, that's tough. I know we be in front of a lot of crowds when it comes to football and playing in all them thousands of fans, but coming unprepared is a whole other level. Like
Yeah, but
that's tough
it's
to
like
do.
I think in a way we kind of get addicted to adrenaline sometimes. Because during the week it's adrenaline all the time, but then your off season it's something's missing. But I got it going for sure.
That's funny, man. But hey, so the new season about to start. But first, of course, all the Eagles fans want to know what happened to us. It was week 12. We was 10-1. We had just beaten Dallas, Cowboys, Chiefs. We owed the Chiefs. We owed them boys. And the Bills. And then we just fell apart. Like the shit just went south.
I mean, if I had to describe it, it's like the Titanic situation. We got the unsinkable ship, and it's rolling. And then it started taking on water after the iceberg. Forgot what game it was. It's 49ers, I guess. But it was frustrating just because I knew we were practicing hard. It wasn't an effort thing and it wasn't a want-to thing. But it seems like as soon as we stepped on the field, it's just everything was going against us. And it's like the harder that we tried, the worse it played out. But I've lost before. I think the biggest thing is to address it in off season, which I think we did. And as you know, when stuff don't go right, there's lots of new faces and new personnel, and so I'm excited about the guys that we have. I mean, you can kind of tell, in the off season what kind of caliber team you have, and I think we definitely made a lot of right moves, and yeah, man, it's exciting because there's years where it's going to be a battle, and there's some years where you truly got a shot, and this is one of those years.
Oh yeah, man, definitely, of course, with all the additions we got. But I felt the same way you felt about the situation. Just like we practiced hard as hell. We weren't taking no days off, man. But when we just stepped on the field, it just crashed. It's just like, what's going on? Like there was nothing going our way. It was just like, yeah, I felt the same way. I felt exactly the same way about us on defense. And then with us on defense, we switched in the middle of the season with the coordinator stuff. So it was even more hectic. So we were trying to build an identity from one person
Yeah.
to another person's defense, his identity. So that was real tough for us. So for us on the defensive side. So man, it was just up and down. But I feel damn great about this year, especially with the new additions and all that we got, man. So how do you feel about Saquon coming over there, man? We've been our rival for so long.
Yeah, it was one of those moments. It was like, damn, I never thought I was going to see you here. And then, we see him up close, man. His damn leg, he just like you don't see guys that are that size can and have the running ability that he has. Was he 230, 235, and can flex out wide and go get it at receiver too if he has to. So yeah, he's one of those guys that after a few plays you going, yep, confirmed.
Facts,
Hey,
man.
it's all true. Yeah, it's all true.
Yeah, what I'm about to say the same thing. Whatever they speak about Saquon across the world is true because we seeing it live and every day in person right now. So he
Yeah.
is really that dude. He can really play football, man, and he's every down back. So and on defense, we have brought Chauncey back, brought a lot of swag back with Chauncey. Great additions with these young guys we got coming in. Do y'all got any young rooks on y'all line? Some new ones?
Yeah. Out of Michigan, Keegan. I think we had some backup tackles or some guys. Trying to think from what schools they're at. Two tackles coming in, and that's really it. I mean, as far as drafting wise, I think it may have just been Keegan out of Michigan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's really about it. McMahon is center. But, yeah, we had some guys come in, Poe in the offseason. And, yeah, that's really about it. But really, I feel like we got a whole lot of defensive guys. I mean, we got some receivers and a new running back. But O-line, it was kind of slim.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because y'all kind of really set on the O-line. So y'all really struck gold with that. Because I don't know what it is, how we got a good eye for O-line and D-line. Like, he got some of the best ones I done ever seen come across. So, he
We
don't
got
play.
some big dudes. I'm like the smallest tackle we got, and I ain't a small dude. We got some dinosaurs walking around. Makai, Fred, Bellotta, all of
A
them.
lot of so big. They don't understand how
5'20"
big he
feet.
is. He real big. He a real big dude, man. They don't understand.
Big.
He real
Yeah, they
big.
don't.
He athletic too.
Athletic, can do it all at 380.
So Lane, man, you've been drafted in 2013. You've been with your boy Kels for so long since that day. And we just became captains 2 years ago. We both became captains at the same time. Like, how are you going to take on this role with Kelsey's going? And now you are up to be the voice of the offense. Like, we know Hurts can talk, but everyone know Kels is the voice of the offense at this time. How you going to approach that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty vocal in the room, so I think if I can just bring that to the offensive meeting room, and sometimes I'll talk in there, but really become more vocal, I think, amongst our offense. And then, I've always broken it out before the huddle, but for me, a lot of it's about one-on-one talks with guys, about practice, how to fix this, how to fix that, how is stuff going off the field, anything I can help with. So I think when I fix those stuff, off the field, it often makes them play better on the field because they're less stressed. And so my leadership role, I like to work quietly, consistently, and then whenever things need to be said, I will.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. I work quiet, but I'm not really quiet. I'm kind of like loud mouth in practice. I be giggling and playing all the time, but me kind of like setting the tone as the leadership in practice and stuff. I kind of more like let my practice habits kind of like control it.
Yeah,
And more than
and
just
oftentimes that says more than anything you could say. When people see it, it says a lot.
fact. So that's how I want to see how you see it, because I know we both kind of like the same when it come down to that leadership role. So that's
Yeah,
one of my biggest thing I'm trying to adjust to as well, is being a more vocal leader, as in like overall defense, like talking to everybody. I talk in the room, but more like on the field, trying to get everybody going. When days that we have them long days that nobody don't feel like doing nothing, and you be like, hey man, if somebody got to spark something up, I'm trying to find that way to, to reach other players like that as well. So
yep.
yeah, man. So you've been an Eagle your whole career, man. Like, has that ever been a part of the time in your life? Like, if you could go back in time or stay in time, like what a team you would love to play for?
Well, man, I thought I was going to Miami, so I was like, a lot of sunshine, a lot of stuff to do outside. That's where I thought I might have got drafted. I thought Detroit may have taken me too. The Eagles didn't, but yeah, it's just one of these unique situations. I remember watching them a lot. In the early 2000s when they were really good, when McNabb, T.O., Trotter on defense. You just had these guys. So I knew it was a storied franchise, and I think I was intimidated. Obviously, you hear the stories of it's a tough town, but I think when you do have that pressure, it does. On top of being like internally motivated and having like my standards that I want to play at, I feel like they always put me in a position to be my best because. I grew up in Texas with, football's everything like it is in Philly. It's going to be talked about all the time, no matter if in season, out of season, but just, the passion that they have for this game and how much love they have for it is, it's what I grew up around doing. And so, I felt like as long as you gave it your all and you were yourself, that they'd have a lot of respect for you. But, I had a lot of chance to meet a lot of great people. I think that's what I'm going to cherish most about my career is being able to play with all these guys year in, year out. I have a lot of respect for guys that work and grind and have the ability to overcome obstacles, injuries, negativity, good press, bad press. I like the term, man. We're more fighters, and we play football, but it's really every day we're fighting, and so that's what I like most about this game, and just about the people. You get out in the real world, and not everybody's wired that way, but with our game, we are wired that way, and so I love it.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, we wired completely different, man. We wired to
Yeah,
go attack and play against each other like I can't get the word out. Gladiators,
yeah.
So I understand because it's just a war. I'm from South Georgia. That's all we breed to is football, 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 football. So I feel the exact same way. So yeah,
And our style of game is different because we're in a position to where don't let something happen. Don't let us big touchdown. Don't let us sack. It's not like a receiver where you make something happen or a defensive end, you make something happen. You're going to totally – you don't have to be in that mind space, but generally, it's kind of framed that way, and it's hard. So you have to – it takes a special person to play that long just in the league in general. You have your trials and tribulations for
facts.
sure.
And and look, I've been in Detroit for 7 years. So from the outside looking in, I always sit here and say, like, guys, underestimate Lane Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a guy on the other side, and I'm always alert for crack tosses back in the day. And I used to see you come out there when we played against y'all, come for crack tosses and all that kind of great stuff. And what used to be so surprising to me was that at that time, you ain't had no Pro Bowls, no All Pros at a young age. But you've been at the top of the game for so long that it was so underrated. And then at the end of your career, you're getting all the love you deserve because now it's like, oh, it's not even a argument about who's the best tackle in the game. But you've been on that type of level for so long, but you just did it in a silent way. And I'm just like, and I feel the same way about me. That's why I feel like we make so much in common because the fact that I was
Same type of scenario.
yeah, just quiet, just mind my business, just playing ball, but been locking folks up for so long and doing it at a high
Yeah.
level. And finally, when I switched over here, I was getting more love about, recognition because we was on TV a lot more. But for you, I'm like, Lane should have been already in that conversation because he'd been here for so long. And I was just look like, who was better than Lane?
I think a lot of it is the position because I'm playing right tackle. And then, even when I was coming in the league, it was, left tackles are making a whole lot more than right. When I was first drafted, top left tackle was probably making 10 or 11, and the right tackle was making 4, 5, 6. And so I started there, and then I feel like after like my first contract that, okay, now I'm getting paid. I'm setting a trend that they're starting to be looked at as equal. And then as defenses started, evolving, they're not just putting their best pass rush on the left tackle. They're starting to put them all over the line to find some weak links. And so I feel like the game's kind of evolved at least the past 10 years to where, hey man, you got to have, you got to be solid at both tackle positions. But it took a long time for me to kind of get that narrative changed. But whenever Tristan and Panay and them came in, I think they were such physical beasts that there wasn't, everybody just kind of looked at it as the same.
Okay, yeah, because they don't be in the defensive meeting and team meets with me, and I hear what Coach say because nobody understands it. So this is why I most appreciate Coach Sirianni, man. We had that grown up meeting the first 2-3 weeks of training camp. We know that meet we have. I'm not gonna say the meet because it kind of give away the game plan a little bit, but
yeah.
We always give our role of what the team is. And every time I hear your role, what he say, and we're going into like year 10 and later, I'm like, bro, to be at this level and he knows the fact that what he got to do is crazy. And you know what I'm saying? He's told me that before too as well. Hold up my end or whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
But the words he said to you when your name come up, I said, goodness gracious, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just appreciate to sit here and watch a guy be this amazing. I get to watch it every day. So I was like, man, Lane, that dude, man. And nobody ain't better than Lane. I said, probably no other team doing this, what Lane got to do. But like I said, I'm not going to tell him what's been done, but best is no other tackle doing what he's doing. Just saying that, y'all. Just for y'all to know.
Yeah. I feel like tackle and DB pretty similar mindsets. And I feel like, at those two positions, it's like sometimes, traits don't matter as much, the height, weight, speed. But at those positions, like arm length, speed, short area quickness, if you don't have the bare necessities that they call them, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Because like you and me, we had speed that, even if we messed up, we had ability to recover. And, a lot of players don't have that. So, we're fortunate. And then, we have a good coaches. I think just being around the league, you get to learn so much from older players. Like I learned from JP and Todd, where, a tip from them can save you, can make or break your career. Just, few simple tips. And so I had the luxury of being around really big time talent, that played it for a long time.
Right. And I'm gonna give you one of my best plays I ever seen you make, right? So the dude gave you this pass rush. He gave you a good inside move, but man, I seen you speed turn yourself back into position and getting square and then sealing them off. Like, that's like how when I feel when I speed turn, find a receiver and knock the ball down. Like, it takes so much in that the fact that you 350 and you're doing that against an elite rusher. Like, it's no bad rushers no more. Now everybody just elite at rushing now, because that's what everybody getting paid to do is sack the quarterback. So everybody just looking for guys to sack the quarterback. And them guys he put a nice move on you, and he had a step, and you speed turn. I'm like, what the hell? There's no way in hell any left tackle, right tackle in the world can do that. Like, it's not given like that. That's why I say it. And I feel like that got a lot to do with the fact that, back in JUCO, you was the one. You was very much the number one athlete coming out of JUCO for me, because we was in the same JUCO class as well. So I'm like, that's where it comes from.
I grew up playing a lot of basketball, so I was never I think I could have gone to a small college, but I was a great defender. And after a few times, you get your ankles broke, or you get put on the AN1 mixtape. It's like I don't want that shit to happen again. So I credit like my move to tackle, because I played all these different positions, but it felt very similar to basketball for me. So. And a lot of like footwork movement is similar to me, like working the paint. But yeah, man, every now and then those guys will get me with a spin move. Some guys will give away their sign, like they'll throw a lead hand before they do an inside spin, but the good ones don't. And so it's kind of like the last resort. Get back into position, and more times than not, it's not a good play. But hey, sometimes you got to recover. And that's one of mine. But and it's something you don't think about. It's one of those things that you just do, in the heat of the moment.
Hey, you can do it. I'm telling you, I'm like, that's a speed turn for your ass. Like, that's hard to do. That's hard to do, man. So and I'll be asking they always ask me who the best athlete. I always say Lane or Jake. Then it's me probably. I'll go myself third or something. Because Jake an athlete. People think he just can kick the ball, but Jake can really do a lot of things.
He's fast, and he's strong for his weight. He's
strong leg.
He'll beat you in any sport you want.
Come on, I don't know if they just saw it on the Eagles page. Yeah, and he's, what I'm saying? He's just like that, and he's a pro golfer, so he does it all. So if I said we got some of the best athletes coming in right now on that Philly team, and so And with me talking about I had to gas it up. I know y'all just seen the tweet come out about me saying old lineman need to be on the Madden cover. So what old lineman I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? You my favorite old lineman. So I need a Lane Johnson cover of Madden, because you're the best, and you need to be on that. Y'all need to be recognized. Y'all need to be recognized way more than what they do.
Give me a 10 advisor on there. If they can give me the doctor's note for the black 10 advisor, I'd like to be on there.
Come on, NFL. Get my boy his 10 advisor. Let him do his thing now, because he swags it out now. You already see him. He come out there with his 2 arm sleeves. Let his swag hang now. Let him do his thing, please, and thank you.
I got the arm sleeves on because
you swag.
You getting karate chopped in your arm. So.
Oh, you do be having a pad in there, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. Them boys, that shit hurt.
Back in the day, that's what they used to wear. Like they used to wear like big old thick, look like oven mitts. They had a lot of padding.
Who else was the one was Dwight Freeney. He used to have some pad things on his arm too. I don't know what for, but he had some on, because I played with him in Detroit. He had some on.
Chopping the shit out of people and spinning. That's what he was doing it for.
I'll talk about chopping their ass in half. And playing with him too was amazing too, man. He had some great leadership, man. He was like 37, 38 years old. But still going.
It was my rookie year. We went and played him. I went and jump set it, and boy, he spun so fast inside of me. Mike got the ball off, but if he didn't, he was about to be face planted.
He gonna get sacked up, man.
Yep.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. What's something you always make sure you do for yourself? Maybe you never skipped a workout or a therapy day or something that's really important to you. But when you feel like you have no time to yourself, the things are most important to you, like therapy, are more important than ever. Because personally, I had therapy myself, man. I play a stressful game called football. You know, I'm married, so I've been to therapy for sure, man. It did a great thing for me, and it helped my mental, and it helped me grow as a person. So therapy is very much needed for everyone. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's all online, and it's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You just answer some quick questions to get matched with your licensed therapist, and they'll take care of the rest. It's super easy. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/slay today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp. HELP.com/slay. With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. When Mint Mobile say $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. How great is that Mint Mobile is straight up? Why can't everyone be like this? Say goodbye to your overpriced monthly bills and surprise fees. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number and contacts. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/slay. That's mintmobile.com/slay. Cut your wireless bill $15 a month at mintmobile.com/slay.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speeds slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
So the schedule's been out. I know you saw the schedule. I saw the schedule. Like, what games do you have circled? But I can tell you what game I'm not excited for. I wish that we never had it on our schedule. Is that Brazil game?
I mean, we haven't heard much. All we heard is that, they're not sure about the opponents wearing green. You're not supposed to wear green. And then, both teams happen to be green. So other than the jersey situation, I know it's a 10-hour flight. I don't know where we're staying, what to expect. I played in London back in 2018 for about 8 plays, and I got rolled up. So my overseas experience wasn't good. So, but man, hopefully come out there with a win. But yeah, I mean, really, we don't have much insight on the trip. I think we'll talk about it more as training camp goes on, but what to expect. But yeah, I don't think it'll be as bad as what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I just don't feel like traveling 10 hours to go do my job. Like
it depends on what you're traveling in.
Now we ride in style. Now we do. I'm enjoy the trip, but hey, we ride on there, but like 10 hours, not for you, bro.
Big Fred and Mulata, their feet's gonna be touching where our bags are at.
Oh, they take up the whole aisle.
They
take up the whole plane.
From Makai, because I'm a big dude, but I see these dudes, I'm like, hey, the world wasn't meant for y'all.
I don't like to make season prediction. Of course, I don't. I like to just play balls, think, and just do what I do. And but what kind of expectation you have for us this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never one to shy away from predictions or, what we have in front of us. I can say, I expect to be in a double-digit win column every season. I expect to win the NFC East. Some years we do, some and we haven't. We didn't last year, but hey, we're ready to battle. I mean, I'm excited about these games. There are always new challenges, but yeah, man, I'm expecting to go to the playoffs and then take it. The way I see it, I'll take it one game at a time there. And it's really, by the time you get in the playoffs, you're so kind of numb to the games and like I would say the kind of aura of it. I feel like for me, like most of the butterflies, is probably the beginning of the season just because you're starting off. And then, once you get past game 4 or 5, the season really starts rolling. And then by the time you get to the playoffs, January in the new year, it's like, man, I'm programmed. I don't have to think too much anymore.
So you've been in this league for 11 years. You don't want to get some of the best guys in the world. I mean, you done seen a lot of great talent. So tell me some of the guys that gave you some trouble, or tell me a guy that's very unknown that be very surprising that they was that good.
Micah, I'd say Von Miller was tough. Toughest guy I've ever had to block was Olivier Vernon, which is going to surprise some people. But go ask Trent Williams, go ask Tyron Smith about Olivier Vernon. Whenever he wanted to go and whenever he wanted to dominate, he would. And then I don't know if he's injured or what, but
he was with the Giants, right?
With the Giants, and he's with Miami for a little while when he's with number 50. Him, Myles Garrett. I mean, all these guys here could be a tie. I mean, they're all in the category like the Max Crosbys, the Bosa's, the T.J. Watt, Khalil Mack. I remember watching that guy walk on the field. I'm saying, motherfucker, this dude looking like Apollo Creed at 280, whatever he's at. Yeah, I mean, I had good battles with DeMarcus Lawrence. So really, in our division, it's a big matchup. Him, Micah. Used to be Olivier when he was with the Giants. But yeah, man, all those guys are talented. All of them, double ditch sack guys every year usually. And yeah, I mean, these guys, when you see like opponents like that, these guys are not only like physically gifted, but they're so smart. They pick up on stances. They pick up on any signs that you're given. So, you have to play a game within the game sometimes, mess with my footwork. I might square up my stance sometimes to make them think it's a run when it's really a pass or something like that. So, but when you play against the players like that, they are so smart and they will – you better be on your game because they'll point it out.
Yeah, because, man, we do that too on defense side. We always look at a tackle because most tackles try to get their best position.
We give it away probably more than anybody just because our stance is staggered and you want to be in a similar stance always because they can see how your weight's distributed differently and it's a telltale sign. And so it's just like you looking at a receiver or any type of thing they do, give away.
If it's run a pass easily, some receivers, definitely the big time ones, some of them they be like, right, gloves ain't tight or something right now. And they got loose gloves. The next thing come up, now they strapping up. Oh, it's a pass. So we have the same kind of tells we be seeing it out there as well. So that's a good thing that you can switch it up though. But you only one can do that because you get an athletic and get out of a square stance and still. There's
old vets where they got lots of tricks to the trade. I remember JP a lot when we do dummy count. He would start doing his head like that to get guys to jump off sides. I was like, look at this dude.
Hey, I know you learn a lot from JP, man, because JP he's still trying to play out there, man. What about year 20 for JP?
Shit. He was coming in whenever Mike Jones and Slim Thug was bumping on the radio.
Hey, I'm talking about he done went through all phases of the rap game with all the rappers. So while he been in the league, he done seen from all them, seeing T.I. come out with his first album to now watching Lil Baby them and Drake them beefing. He's still playing.
He should do a CD of all his hits that were big during that he listened to throughout the years. Because that's kind of how I associate songs. Like some of these old Future songs will be like, oh, that was around 2014, 15. Because that's during those years, that's all you're going to hear at practice the whole year. So that would be an interesting playlist.
That would be a very one for him because he been in damn near. I remember JP when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah, he got in the league in 05. 04,
yeah,
05.
I was 14.
They had him at gunner on special teams on kickoff.
That's wild. But y'all by far the two most athletic because I saw though. So
yeah, Trent. I mean, went to college with Trent. Trent was a little bit older than me, but I remember watching him early on. I was like, ain't nobody else move like this dude. But he's a basketball player too. Like you go watch Trent play basketball, can dunk, tomahawk, three, can do it all. Just a gifted dude. But I think the first time I realized guys were moving like that was when I saw him. He was playing. I mean, he played left, but in practice he went down the whole line. Played left guard, played center, played right guard, right tackle, and beat everybody. And they were doing a pass rush drill one day in practice.
Hey. One thing, y'all OU boys, y'all been some of the best tackles in the world right now, man. Been that for a long, long time, and he been doing it for a long time as well. So I know with him being your mentor a little bit, that gotta help. Yeah, that's why y'all like that. I see why.
Yeah, I like the way he approaches the game. He's like a boxer out there, a brawler. You know what I'm saying? He sets the tone with he's coming to fuck somebody up. Better keep your head up.
And look, I'm on the defense side. I'm glad I'm cool with him. He talked so much shit every play. Every play. Slay, you're not coming on no blitz because if you do, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm like, oh, I'm not. Let's believe I'm not. I'm not coming. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Promise you. So yeah, man, that's a good dude, man. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. Lane, man. Hey, continue to have a good off season. I'm gonna see you soon, man. On the 23rd, man, we're gonna get ready to lock in, man, and get this thing on the road, man. Because we got a championship to win, man. We got one. Because I need me a ring. We gotta get you a second.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, man. Won't be long, so we get in shape and get ready for it. But yeah, man, we excited. We all ready to get back to it.
I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. As we are here, man, I'm gonna let y'all know I've been in Houston just doing my thing, golfing, doing a lot of other stuff, training, of course. I got to get ready for the season because if I don't, y'all know what happened. So here it is for the show. We're gonna have a lot of guys coming in and out, a lot of guests, a lot of special guests, some big time names. And for this big time season we finna have, it's gonna be a lot to tune into. So you don't want to miss. I'm saying this season is crazy. Y'all seen the additions we got. Y'all see what's going on. Like, this is a big year for me and for this podcast. So make sure y'all are here to tune in with your boy Big Play Slay, because it's gonna be exciting, man. We're gonna be rocking all year long. When I say rocking, all year long. So whenever I get the chance to come on, I'm gonna be here, and make sure you be here too.